What's up guys, welcome to the video. My name is Vincent. Today we are going to check out the NeNe Chicken, which is new in Vancouver, and we are going to also compare it with the famous BB.Q chicken. But before that, let's go get it.
You put your heart on a letter to chase it away. Got sun and it's all because of you. Hey, what's gonna give you more time forever? Know what they say, only time will tell. You know what they say, it never really can.
So we got it home. As you can see here, this is the box. Seems pretty unnecessary though. It seems big like a pizza box instead of a chicken, but it's okay. So let's now heat it up.
Someone new, I can't help myself, I wondered if you still feel the way I feel.
So they actually give us this like gloves, I guess. It's supposed to be just for your finger, as you can see here, for your index and thumb finger. I guess this is for if you want to eat outside and because you don't want to get your hands dirty, so you can just like slide your finger in like this and you can just pinch it in. They also give us like wipes, so you can wipe your hand with that after maybe, or even before if you prefer. But it's, yeah, it gave us options.
Wishing that we got buried.
So this is the soy garlic one. As you can see here, it's pretty juicy, it's pretty tender. I can rip it up pretty easily.
You know what they say, did I ever really care? I don't think I did. When I'm sleeping with someone new, I just close my eyes and think of you. When I'm sleeping with someone new, I can't help myself, I wondered if you still.
Now this one is the cheese one. It's not as cheesy as I like, but it's okay. You can see there it's also still pretty juicy, pretty moist.
Someone new,
I actually have this chicken with Indomie because they actually don't give us rice, or they don't sell any rice. So you gotta have to cook your own rice or maybe cook some noodle like I did. So now that we're done tasting it, let's see if NeNe Chicken actually lift up and worth the hype. So as you can see here, we did order the snowing cheese and the soy garlic, which I'm going to compare to BB.Q chicken in this video. I think it's a fair comparison, as if you guys don't know, BB.Q chicken is actually one of the most popular Korean chicken restaurant, just like NeNe Chicken here in Vancouver. It has pretty much similar menu, as you can see here. So in this review today, it will be full no BS review, because obviously I'm not affiliated or I don't have any connections with both of these restaurants, NeNe Chicken and BB.Q chicken. So what will you hear after this will be completely objective, or at least subjective, subject to my opinion. Now let's start from the taste. Obviously the taste, it gotta come first, right? NeNe Chicken is actually pretty good and juicy. The meat is perfectly cooked, as you can see here. I would say I like the soy garlic one better, just because the cheese is a little bit tougher and harder. But obviously it's depends. Sometimes you get a softer one, a more tender one. Sometimes you get harder one. It also happened in BB.Q, so you really cannot say much about that. Across the board though, I would say both the soy garlic and the snowing cheese from NeNe Chickens are pretty consistent. Both of them have a pretty tender inside with a crispy outside, just as they promised. So both of them are pretty good. Now let's compare it apple to apple, or in this case today we compare chicken to chicken. Let's start with the soy garlic. Both of them in NeNe Chickens or the BB.Q chicken are called soy garlic, and I would say I like the NeNe's chicken better, just because it is not that sticky. Usually what I found when you buy soy garlic chicken from other restaurants, it is pretty sticky, especially when you bring it home, as I just brought the chicken home and reheat it. Obviously you have to reheat it because you cannot dine in, right? But when we compared it like that, because I also ever ordered BB.Q and bring them home, I would say that soy garlic from NeNe Chicken is not as sticky as other brands or other restaurants. So that's definitely a plus point, because no one wants to eat like a sticky and tough skin. The taste of NeNe's chicken for the soy garlic is also subjectively, at least in my and my girlfriend's opinion, we have it together. It's way better compared to a lot of other brand, just because it is just the perfect middle. It is not overpowering where it's just way too garlicky and you cannot really taste the chicken anymore, but it is also not bland where you can literally taste nothing. It is just like a chicken fried in like oil or something like that. So I'm gonna give this one to NeNe Chicken because it is just in the perfect balanced medium. The snowing cheese though, it is a different story. I will say I like the BB.Q better. First of all, it's called different. It is a different name. In NeNe Chicken they call the snowing cheese, right? In the BB.Q they call Cheesling. To make this simple for both of us, I will call the cheese one the cheese. Now you may be thinking, why BB.Q cheese chicken is way better compared to NeNe's? This is because NeNe Chicken cheese, it doesn't feel as cheesy and it doesn't have that snowing cheese that they promise compared to the BB.Q chicken. If you can see the picture here, NeNe's chicken is kind of like, yes, it is covered in cheese. You can see like there's the cheese over there, it's coated, but you cannot really see the powder of the cheese. You cannot even really taste it. Obviously, when you bite into the skin, you can taste it, but it is not as powering as, or at least not as powering as I like compared to BB.Q chicken. If you can see here in the BB.Q chicken one, you can see that there's the cheese powder there. There's an extra powder on top of the coated cheese. So that's one of the plus point for me. I am a pretty big fan of cheese. So that extra cheese on top of the coating is obviously better for me. But obviously if you're not a big fan of cheese, maybe you would like the NeNe Chicken better just because it's not as powering or not as powerful compared to the BB.Q one. But because this is my opinion, I gotta give this one to the BB.Q chicken because for me, my girlfriend, and a lot of my other friends who tried it, we all like the BB.Q chicken cheese better just because it is pretty, it's just more flavorful compared to the NeNe's. But other than that, I would say it's pretty much neck and neck. NeNe Chicken has a lot of flavor as you can see here, but one more type of flavor that we did not order is that the freaking hot. It's just because I'm not a big fan of spices or spicy food. Obviously I like them but not too overpowering. But a lot of my friends who tried it, they say that it tastes like samyang. So if you are someone who likes samyang or someone who likes spicy food, you might want to give this a try because I would say if it's like samyang, chances are it will be pretty good. But again, I haven't seen this nor tasted personally, so take it with a grain of salt. But again, if you like spicy food or you like samyang, there's obviously nothing wrong with trying it and you might end up liking it. So after today's experience, I can say that I would give NeNe Chicken a 7.5 out of 10 while my girlfriend Angel give it a 7 out of 10 compared to BB.Q chicken, which we both give it an 8 out of 10. So let's answer the question, is this worth the hype? I would say no. Now don't get me wrong, it is a pretty good chicken restaurant, Korean chicken restaurant. But I think that the hassle to get there, it's kind of like in the middle of Vancouver where there's no SkyTrain station around, so you gotta take the bus if you don't have a car. And the hassle to wait, especially wait in the line, and then you gotta wait for the chicken again, and I heard it could take like hours. Fortunately before I only wait roughly around like 10 minutes in the line and 20 minutes for the chicken to cook. But obviously I came pretty early, it's around like noon, but if you come around afternoon, it's gonna take longer, so keep that in mind. So it's definitely a hassle to get there, especially if you don't have a car, so you have to take the train and then take a bus to get there, and the wait time for the queue in the line, and then you also definitely have to wait for the chicken to cook. I would say that just because of this hassle, I gonna recommend for you to maybe meet up with your family or your friends together if it's allowed right now when you're watching, and just go there together and buy or try a lot of different things that they offer just because of this hassle. So it's better for you to just try everything and share it together. But if you're going there already or you're thinking about going there, might as well just try it and you got nothing to lose. Probably other than like $30 and a couple hours of your time, but other than that, you're pretty much good. If you are still here right now, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you again next Saturday. Go enjoy your NeNe Chicken.